Hi, I'm going to show you today how to make a chicken pot pie. And so some of the ingredients that you need is, and when I make chicken pot pies, I always make two because I buy a bag of frozen chicken tenders. That's what I start with, and one bag will make two. And so I cook them on the oven, on the stove. I've already done that. I've boiled them in the stove, and then I also cooked a bag of like mixed vegetables. I try to do this so that you are not using a lot of sodium, and so you can buy canned mixed vegetables, and you can buy, I'm using fresh potatoes that I have boiled as well, or you could use canned potatoes, but again, I'm trying to cut down on the sodium, so this is how I do it. And this is what has the most sodium in it, and that's the cream of chicken. And it doesn't matter what kind. This is cream of chicken with herbs, and this is just says cream of chicken. So I usually use 3 cans to make 2 pies. And so I've mixed those 3 together. And then this is some of the broth from the chicken that I cooked when I cooked the chicken. So I'm going to mix all that in. And make it, you can kind of see it's not, you don't want to make it too runny, but you want to, get, I don't know, probably a good half a cup or a little more into it. I think I'll do a little bit more, because the broth really helps to flavor it. Okay, see? This is about what it looks like. So as I mentioned, I boiled some potatoes. I peeled and boiled some potatoes. And again, it doesn't matter what kind of potatoes, just some type of potato. And I'm putting that in with the cream of chicken soup mixture. I'm just cutting them up in little teeny bits. Then I'm going to put some of this in. This is the mixed vegetables, and like just a bag of mixed vegetables. And just mix that in with it. A little more. I'm going to start to salt and pepper a little bit. The pepper is one of the secret ingredients to this. I would put lots and lots of pepper. And a little bit of salt. Then I take and shred the chicken. So I just shred all this chicken. That's a whole bag of chicken. And then I'll mix that up. Now as you can see, I have shredded the chicken, and I've mixed all that in with the other ingredients, and along with the soup. And I'm going to put more pepper. You can put more salt if you want to, but I mainly just want to make sure I get lots of pepper. To me, that's the trick that gives it a good flavor. This is a really simple recipe. Now, this pie shell, which is, just a simple deep dish pie shell that you can get, and they come 2 to a pack. And I'm going to take and put some chicken pot pie. I'm going to split this up. And I like for it to be just way over the shell, because I think that just makes it that much better. Okay, that's about half. And then I use these Pillsbury pie crust. And they have other off brands, but I prefer the brand. Some things, off brands are just fine, but some things it seems to work better if you buy the brand. And the best way to get this soft is to just let it sit out. So when you first start cooking things, just let this dough sit out. And then it'll just get nice and soft, and it'll work with you really well. So you just unroll it, and you throw it over here, over the pie. I got pepper on the pie, on the shell, but that's okay. And then I just go around with my fingers and cut it and do like this. but you could take a fork and go around with it as well. And then I need my knife. Then I take my knife, cut around it, and make some holes in the top of it. Another thing that I like to do that's just a nice little touch is I usually take the extra dough and I roll it out and just any kind of size, and I use a cookie cutter, and I like to use a heart, and I take the heart and I make myself a little, cut out a little part with this dough, and then I stick that on there. So if you're going to give this to somebody, it would look nice to just have a little heart stuck on there, like that. And again, it doesn't have to look beautiful because it'll just cook up. You put it in the oven and you cook it for about 40 minutes on 400, and it comes out nice and golden. Okay, this is the final product. Some beautiful golden chicken pot pies. And remember, you cook it for about 40 minutes on 400.